Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse here on the beautiful campus of Marshfield Senior High, as it is sectional semifinal girls basketball action in Division 5. It is the number 1 seed Assumption Royals coming in at 24-3 overall. They won the Marywood South Conference, head coach by Ryan Klein, going up against the 20-7 Edgar Wildcats. They were tied for third in the Marywood South, head coach by Tom McCarty. Good evening, everyone. Steve Mavis alongside Trevor Zaleski, Matt Dickinson, Ethan Lecker, and Jason Zaleski. We bring out the big guns here tonight for a huge game between two conference rivals that have already met twice this year. Assumption taking both meetings. The first one back on December 7th. It was 45-29 at Edgar. The Assumption Royals then took the second one 37-33. It was 19-15 Edgar at halftime. Take a look at both of these teams. Edgar will be without a couple of seniors. Madison Borkart, who averages a point a game, and starting senior guard Skyly Manicky, who has not played for the last number of games due to a shoulder injury. She is in street clothes again here tonight for head coach Tom McCarty and the Edgar Wildcats. Coming in, averaging about 52 points a game, give up 36 points a game. And on their playoff run, they have been phenomenal. They took down Tigerton back on last Wednesday, 65-4. They shut Tigerton out in the second half. They turned right around, beat Gresham 66-60. And then just last Saturday, taking down the number 2 seed Wild Rose, 53-52. Michaela Workus with 16 points. Leah Davis with 14, including the go-ahead three-pointer with about a minute and a half left in the game. Regan Borkart with 12 points. As for the Assumption Royals, take a look at their run. Pretty similar to what Edgar has. First round matchup against Marion, 69-6. Took down Columbus Catholic then last Friday, 49-9. And then on Saturday, a 1-point win as well for the Royals, 61-60 over the Athens Blue Jays. INR had 14. Kendall Dillman had 12. Kayla Kirkman had 10. The Royals were 22 of 62 from the field. Just missed 6 free throws, 9 of 15, 8 of 22 from beyond the arc. They forced 33 turnovers. We do not have turnover stats for Edgar, but Assumption has turned them over quite a bit in their 2 meetings this season. Assumption led by their seniors. INR Sanse Rosas at 11.5 points a game. And then right behind her is a Youngworth. She's at 4 points a game, but ever since coming off or back from her injury at the beginning of the year, she has been obviously a key part. The starters for Assumption, INR, Izzy Youngworth, Kayla Kirkman, Kristen Casey, and Malia Colo, the starting 5 that they have gone with all season long. They will go 9 deep. They'll have 4 come off the bench, including their 3 freshmen, Sarah Shaw, Addie Vollert, and Anna Schooley, and then their sophomore, Kendall Dillman. For Edgar, led in large part by their 5'10" junior, Regan Borkart, 13 points a game, 9.5 rebounds a game, 112 offensive rebounds this season. That is where Edgar might have an advantage against Assumption, is offensive rebounding, where they have struggled. Assumption has struggled on the defensive boards against taller teams like Edgar and Athens and the likes of that crew. Leah Davis, as mentioned, Morgan Schnelly, Michaela Workus, and Malia Hosley for head coach Tom McCarty. They have won 7 games in a row. They dropped 2 in a row to Assumption and Neelsville, but have not looked back ever since that time. We're about 3.5 minutes before our announcements and starting lineups and opening tip. We'll take a quick break and come back to Marshfield High School. Again, Division 5 sectional semifinal girls basketball right here on Zaleski Sports.
Premier Realty Group is the #1 selling real estate team in the Wisconsin Rapids area 3 years running. Every listing at Premier Realty Group includes 4K cinematic videos, professional photography, 3D Matterport virtual tours, and more. Nobody sells more homes than Premier Realty Group. Call 715-424-0000. That's 424-0000 today.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Welcome back to Marshfield. Speaking of coaching legends, there's one right there in our presence. Edgar football head coach Jerry Sins in attendance, as we expect a lot of familiar faces around the area to join us here at the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse. Great contingency so far of Edgar faithful on the parent side, and as well so far on the student side. Assumption continues to file in as well here tonight as we get ready to bring this one to you live and free on Selesky Sports. We've got 8 boys games tomorrow for you. Head over to SeleskySports.com on the weekly schedule. We'll have all those posted, or do already have all those posted for you at Selesky Sports SeleskySports.com. Sit back, relax. It is going to be a phenomenal game. The number 1 seed, Assumption Royals. The number 3 seed, Edgar Wildcats. We'll take a quick break and come back with our opening tip right here from Marshfield Senior High.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
As always, a phenomenal job by Molly Thomas and the Assumption Pep Band. Starting lineups first for the Edgar Wildcats. Jason Selesky getting you some up-close personal shots on the court. A 5'8" senior, number 2, Malia Hosley at 7.7 points per game. So wait for we'll wait here in just a moment. But again, no Skyly Manicky. She's been out for the last maybe 3 weeks or so. And see how that affects the Royals defensively. They put on a lot of pressure. And now the starting lineup's being announced. 5'8" senior number 2, Malia Hosley at 7.7 points per game. 5'10" junior number 3, Regan Borkart at 13 points per game. 5'9" senior number 5, Carlin Lipinski at 5.2 points per game. Morgan Schnelly at 5'7", junior number 10. She comes in at 3.5 points per game. 5'7" sophomore number 20, Michaela Workus, who comes in at 7 points per game. Leah Davis, a very good shooter, coming off the bench tonight as she has this year for head coach Tom McCarty. And the Edgar Wildcats coming in at 20 and 7 overall for the Wildcats, finishing third in the Marywood South Conference. And for the number 1 seeded Assumption Royals, see how fast Jason can get over to the Assumption line, and sprints right over there, and we're ready to go. At a guard, a 5'4" senior, number 3, Ayanara San de Rosas. At another guard, 5'6" senior, number 10, Izzy Youngworth. A 5'7" senior, number 22, Kayla Kirkman. 5'5" junior, number 24, Kristen Casey. And a 5'8" junior, number 40, Malia Colo. Head coached by Ryan Klein, Paul Jaglinski, and Charlie Nelson. They come in at 24 and 3 overall, and they won the Marywood South Conference. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris Fiber Network is the fastest technology available. It's more reliable than cable internet, provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping Central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years and has the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. Enjoy. Should be a phenomenal game here tonight. Regan Borkart, Malia Colo. Assumption working right to left, and Edgar left to right. And we are underway, and Edgar wins the opening tip here from Marshfield. Assumption in their 2-3 zone, as they will be all night. Pull-up jumper, way too strong, tipped around, right in the hands of Regan Borkart. She can't get it to go, and Izzy Youngworth comes away with it for the Royals. She hit it off the bottom of the backboard, and a turnover by Assumption. Even after a missed shot, putting pressure on right away was Edgar. Inbounding, Carlin Lipinski. And tipped by Ayanara, and she can't quite chase it down. Again, the quick hands by Assumption early on here. We've played 19 seconds. It's up ahead to Lipinski. Across the timeline, gets double teamed right away. And that's going to be an over back. Yep, and a turnover by Edgar. That's one thing that Assumption will do. They'll get you across half court and double you right away. Ayanara will inbound right in front of us. And it looks like Edgar not in a zone, but in a man-to-man. Something they do not do very often. Going to be tipped out of bounds. Staying with Assumption, pardon me. Izzy to inbound, baseline right, into Colo, up and in! Malia Colo starts the scoring out for Assumption with a perfect out-of-bounds play. 2-0 Royals. Up ahead, pull-up jumper on the left wing, it's good. Left baseline for Morgan Schnelly. And again, that's something that Edgar can take full advantage of, breaking this press. Izzy Youngworth for three, airballs it, and out of bounds to Edgar. And that is one thing that these two teams will have to adjust to. Again, Assumption coming from a relatively small gym in Wisconsin Rapids. Edgar not much bigger to this big gym here in Marshfield. Borkart, Lipinski for three. Too strong, chased down by Youngworth. Sancerosas quickly up ahead to Kristen Casey in the front court. Kristen goes baseline. Youngworth at the free throw line. Skips it over to Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman into the lane, throws it up there. Can't get it to go, rebounded by Borkart. It's one that we've seen Kayla put in the last couple of games. And down to Borkart, and blocked by Colo. They're letting them play early. Advantage Assumption. Kristen Casey all the way to the rim, throws it up there, a lot of contact, no call. Again, letting them play here in Marshfield, sectional semifinal. Hosley over to Lipinski. Back over to Malia Hosley, senior guard. Back over to Carlin Lipinski, right side for Schnelly. Kicks it back out, goes baseline, and a hand check going to be called on Kristen Casey. And the four check in just like that for Assumption. Sarah Shaw, a freshman, Anna Schooley, a freshman, Addie Vollert, a freshman, and Kendall Dillman, a sophomore. Down low, tipped around and intercepted. And Vollert's got fouled in the backcourt, but then gets called for the double dribble. So a turnover in the backcourt. Again, biggest stage for these young players. Kendall Dillman played at state last year, but the three, we call them the Three Stooges, playing in a sectional semifinal. Top of the key for Workus, swings it around, skips it, and intercepted by Kendall Dillman. Up ahead to Ayanara. Sancerosas gets bodied up, left side, throws it up there, and Ayanara lays it in for two. Malia Hosley up ahead to Morgan Schnelly. Gets passed all the way to the rim. She had an open lane, didn't take it. One-handed pass, Schnelly. Down low to Borkart, and for two, Regan Borkart. She had 15 and 10 in their last meeting against Assumption. Down low to Sancerosas, gets fouled on the floor. And that's going to go on Carlin Lipinski. That'll be her first. Team's first. We've played 3 minutes, 4-4. Lipinski will check out as Leah Davis, I believe. She does check into the game. Shaw on the right baseline. Dribbles out of it. Sarah didn't play in their first meeting. Scoreless in their second meeting. Addie Vollert out to Ayanara. Edgar coming out in man-to-man. Pull-up jumper for Anna Schooley is good. Anna Schooley knocks it in. 6-4 Assumption. Up ahead to Davis. Look for a cutting Workus and turns it over. Vollert up ahead to Shaw. What a pass. And Sarah Shaw for two. Transition offense for the Royals. Defense and offense for Assumption. Up ahead to Michaela Workus. Workus in the corner for Davis. Assumption returns the favor and now is playing man-to-man. Skips it out for Hosley. Borkart for three. Rims out, chased down by Ayanara. Sancerosas quickly up ahead to Dillman and threw it away to Kendall. Bad pass by Kendall Dillman, and Kristen Casey, Kayla Kirkman check in. Assumption in their zone and full court pressure. Schnelly picks up her dribble. Davis skips it across to Hosley. Top of the key, back out to Davis. Leah Davis back out to Hosley. Three-pointer for Malia Hosley, left it short, right in the hands of Michaela Workus. And the Royals again giving up offensive rebounds and second chance opportunities. They struggled with that big time against Athens. Kristen Casey with it now on the right side. Sansi Rosas dribbles away. Back out to Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman at the free throw line. Over to Shaw. Shaw to Schooley. Schooley out to Kirkman. Kirkman takes it on the dribble. Kristen Casey with the crossover. Back over to Kayla Kirkman. INR on the left wing. And a Schooley at the top of the key. Down low to Kristen Casey. Good pass. Down low to Shaw. Going to be taken away by Michaela Workus. Up ahead, Leah Davis. And it's going to be out of bounds right here. And out of bounds to Assumption. Malia Colo checks in. Carlin Lipinski checks back in. Might be having a couple issues in Stevens Point. Get you updates from all of our games on Zaleski Sports. Kayla Kirkman down to Malia Colo. Malia blocked by Borkhardt. Get you scores from all around our network here tonight. Mosinee and Lakeland is 7-2 Mosinee. Kayla Kirkman out to Sarah Shaw on the right side. Going to be poked away and out of bounds, staying with Assumption. Neilsville and Fall Creek. 6-2 Neilsville. That game's at Osseo. Kayla Kirkman finds her outlet. Sarah Shaw on the right side. Thought about the three, didn't take it. Sarah into Kristen Casey at the free throw line. Back out to Kirkman. 8-6 Royals. As Sarah Shaw picked up her dribble, got to find somebody open. She does. Kristen Casey all the way in the lane. The runner for Kristen is good. Kristen Casey for two. Lipinski up ahead, intercepted by Kirkman. Tiptoes the sidelines. Sansi Rosas crosses over and can't finish the layup. And rebounded by Borkhardt. And Sarah Shaw pokes that one away. And Coach McCarty will take a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same, 11:44 to go in the first half. 10-6 Assumption. Back to Marshfield after this.
Hosting a tournament, running a sports camp, collecting team fees, youth or adult, Tournament Depot offers end-to-end solutions for everything you need to make running your organization a pleasure. Quick registration setup, team management, communication, leaderboard, online updates, simple and or self-check-in. Don't hate the bookkeeping process. Let us help make them painless and quick. Let us show you how easy it can be. Check us out at tournamentdepot.com or call us at 612-524-9981 for information.
Wrong screen. Welcome back to Marshfield as the Assumption Royals lead 10-6, 11:44 to go in the first half. The winner of this one will take on the winner of Wabeno Leona and Three Lakes. That game going on in at Crandon, I believe. And then that sectional final will take place at DC Everest on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Carlin Lipinski on the right wing. Gets all the way into the lanes. Jump stop, can't get it to go. Tipped around, chased down by Kayla Kirkman. Gets triple teamed. Addie Vollert up ahead. Izzy Youngworth on the left wing. Back over to Addie Vollert for three. Off the front rim. Chased down right in the hands of... That's going to be a foul on Kayla Kirkman on the rebound. That'll be her first. Team foul number 2. It's a good start for the Royals on... Good start for the Royals foul-wise. A team that averages about 16 fouls a game. Skips it near side for Davis. Assumption back to their 2-3 zone. Tipped away by Dillman. Off the foot of Hosley. Addie Vollert uses the body, throws it up there, no call. And a lot of contact. Up ahead, Schnelly. And turns it right back over. Kendall Dillman up ahead to Vollert. Tough pass. And lost it for a second. And down to Colo. It's still loose. Just chaos here the last couple of minutes. Hosley working against Dillman. Leah Davis with it now. Back over to Carlin Lipinski. Lipinski over to Hosley. And there's a travel on Malia Hosley. Substitution incoming is number 4, Alyssa Ballman. Ionara checks back in as well. Sarah Shaw into the game. 10:21 to go. Quick moving first half here in Marshfield. Keep wanting to say Wisconsin Rapids. Kristen Casey with it on the left wing. Leah Colo top of the key over to Ionara. Spencer Rosas top of the key for Schooley. And it takes dribble over to Malia Colo. 2 post players in the game at the same time for the Royals. Don't see that very often. Spencer Rosas on the right wing. Down low to Schooley. And she gets fouled and will go to the line for 2. Anna Schooley to the line. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the winter months ahead. Give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. We'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble. And we'll get the comfort working again right away. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256. And visit online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Anna Schooley 2 for 2 from the line. And the Royals lead by 6. Skips it over to Lipinski. Carlin nearly threw it away. Hosley on the left side. Back over to Lipinski. Down low to Workus. Goes baseline. Picks up her dribble. Down low. Tipped around. Schooley comes away with it. May have traveled. Yep, she did. And Coach Klein trying to make an argument for it, but she took quite a few more steps trying to pivot. And another turnover by Assumption. Tipped around, and it was tipped by Ballman or by Spencer Rosas. As Lipinski with it now. Back over, Leah Davis for 3. Got it! Leah Davis knocks down a 3. Edgar only had 3 3-pointers in that win against Wild Rose the other night, and all of them were from Leah Davis. Leah Colo on the right side. Back over to Spencer Rosas. Anna Schooley. Tipped away over to Malia Colo. Colo, top of the key for Kristen Casey. Kristen has struggled big time from beyond the arc this year. Sarah Shaw's left open for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound there by Workus. Up ahead to Malia Hosley. Hosley threw it to nobody. Tried the no-look pass. Kristen Casey is going to get that one taken away. Throws it away again, and Malia Colo tried to save it. Regan Borkhardt will check in. Man, oh man, this is chaos at its finest. In all the definitions of it. Carlin Lipinski to inbound, still looking. Finds Malia Hosley on the left wing. Top of the key, picks up her dribble, back over to Lipinski. Hosley, top of the circle, back over to Bauman, down low to Borkhardt. Down low to Workus. Michaela Workus has got 4. Spencer Rosas crosses over, goes baseline, and count it! I don't know about that one, but Malia Colo is going to be called for the foul. 2 come in for Edgar. 12-11. For some reason I thought it was 14. 12-11. Edgar looking to take the lead back here with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Up ahead to Lipinski. Right side for Schnelly. Screech back into the game for the first time. Lipinski gets into the lane, kicks it back out. Bauman, pull-up jumper, left it short. Chased down, an offensive rebound taken by Edgar. Left side, Borkhardt going to get fouled by Shaw. That'll be her first, team's fourth, pardon me. Leah Hosley will check in for Alyssa Bauman. Carlin Lipinski to inbound. Score from Osseo Fairchild, 14-10 Neelsville. And nowhere to go as Anna Schooley comes away with the rebound. Up ahead to Sarah Shaw. Shaw jump stops and puts it in. Quickly up ahead into the front court. Streets back over. Hosley, top of the key. And foul on Izzy Youngworth trying to reach. Can't do that. Appreciate everyone checking in tonight. You're watching sectional semifinal girls basketball on Zaleski Sports. Carlin Lipinski inbounds it to Morgan Schnelly. Schnelly back out to Lipinski. Thought about the three. Takes it all the way, and it's loose. Taken away by Dillman. Kendall will dribble out of the congestion. Ayanara back over to Kayla Kirkman for three in the corner. Left it short. Rebound taken by Hosley. Up ahead for the Wildcats. Hosley gets into the lane. Borkhardt, and that was not even a shot fake by Regan Borkhardt. Anna Schooley flew at her. 14-13 Assumption. 6:15 to go. Sancerosas over to Sarah Shaw. Shaw out to Sancerosas. Gets a screen from Sarah. Goes baseline, back out to Shaw. Schooley at the free throw line. Finds a cutting Shaw and lays it in. What a pass. And what a cut by Sarah Shaw. And the freshman's up to 6 with 6 minutes to go in the first half. Taken away by Shaw. And that was going to be kicked to Assumption. Finally have a score, or have a update from Auburndale and Westfield. Westfield is up 22-8. Man, that gym and that field house in Stevens Point is packed. INR to inbound. 5:55 to go. Miscommunication there by the Royals. They had 6 players on the floor. Sancerosas hands it on, or gets the handoff. INR on the left wing. 3-point Royals lead. 5:45 to go in this very quick moving first half. Kayla Kirkman on the right wing and throws it away. Izzy zigged instead of zagged. And Michaela Workus will check back in for the Royals. Or excuse me, for the Wildcats. These two teams have met in the playoffs one time. That was in, and that was a bad pass and turned it over. That was in 2018-2019 season regional final in Wisconsin Rapids. Kendall Schmidt hit a three-pointer to force overtime, and the Royals pulled away in the OT session. And then played Wausau Newman the next week. In their sectional semifinal lost. Kristen Casey over to Ayanara. Sancerosas dribbles into the lane, out to Kayla Kirkman. Kristen Casey, who has struggled from beyond the arc big time this year. Just 3 of 35. Sancerosas over to Youngworth at the top of the key. 2-3 zone for Edgar now. With under 5 minutes to go in this first half. Sancerosas over to Izzy Youngworth. Down low to Kristen Casey. Kristen kicks it out to Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman out to Sancerosas, and Kayla turned it over. 4:46 to go in this first half. Royals lead 16-13. Royals have led by as many as 6. Schnelly across the timeline. Over to Borkhardt in the corner. Down low, up and good for Michaela Workus. Michaela's up to 6. Sancer Rosas over to Izzy Youngworth. Youngworth to Kirkman. Into Casey, down low to Colo. Colo up and can't finish. Regan Borkhardt flies high for the rebound. Malia Hosley working against Ayanara. Schnelly back over to Hosley. In the corner to Davis. Leah Davis, Malia Hosley right near midcourt. Regan Borkhardt on the right wing. Back over to Schnelly. To Hosley. Pull-up jumper for Hosley. Way too strong. Chased down by Malia Colo. Kristen Casey quickly into the front court for the Royals. Kirkman. Casey. Sancer Rosas. Back over to Kristen Casey. Kayla Kirkman. Down low to Malia Colo. Spins in the lane. Throws it up there. Can't get it to go. Offense rebound. She goes to the floor and turns it over. Schnelly. Hosley. Quickly into the front court. Workus. Out to Hosley. Schnelly at the top of the key. Davis. Borkhardt. Skips it out to Hosley. Malia for 3. Left it short. Chased out and Coach Klein and Malia Colo looking for a foul and none to be had. And 4 will check in for the Royals with 3:15 to go. Shaw, Vollert, Dillman, and Schooley. Skips it to the outlet. Out to Schnelly, left wing. Hosley at the top of the key. Back out to Schnelly. Marcus Schnelly with it. Regan Borkhardt turns it over. Ball's loose and still loose. And she's out of bounds. Regan Borkhardt was out of bounds. And now a conversation to be had with our officials. It looked like Regan Borkhardt was out of bounds, and it will be Assumption basketball. Carlin Lipinski checks in. 2:53 to go here in the first half, 16-15. As Regan Borkhardt bleeding from her right knee, and they will have to get a substitute in for Regan or take a timeout. Make sure there is no blood on the floor as well. They'll do the work behind the bench for Coach McCarty. Leah Davis tying her shoe. 2:53 to go in the first half, 16-15 Royals. Edgar back in their 2-3 zone. The last couple of minutes they've been there. Sancer Rosas to the right wing. Back out to Ayanara. Ayanara, I believe, has 1 basket. That's it. Sarah Shaw on the left wing. Out to Addie Vollert. Kendall Dillman on the right side. Skips all the way across to Sarah Shaw. Sancer Rosas, left corner. Shaw with it to Sancer Rosas. They reset things. 2:20 to go in the first half. Bad pass and turn it over. 2:19 to go in the first half. Both teams struggling with turnovers big time here. Royals put that full court pressure on. Malia Hosley working against Kendall Dillman, crossing the timeline on the left side. Reach back, pull-up jumper, no good. Rebounded by Schooley. Quickly up ahead, Ayanara keeping her eyes up to Sarah Shaw in the left corner. Down low to Schooley, through her hands. Ball is loose, Addie Vollert. Kendall Dillman on the right baseline. Up ahead to Vollert, and finishes. Addie, her first points of the night. With 100 seconds to go in this quick-moving first half. Hosley almost traveled again. Hosley over to Lipinski on the right wing. Top of the key for Schnelly. Crosses over Shaw. Davis open for three. The one player you can't leave open. And Leah Davis hits another one. Can't leave Leah Davis open from beyond the arc. She's got 6, all from the three-point arc. Sensor Osas on the left wing. Gets a screen slightly from Schooley. Goes baseline. Dillman, Shaw. Shaw out to Dillman. She goes baseline. Toss it around. Vollert sends her Osas for 3. Can't get that one to fall. And it's going to be a jump ball to Assumption. Or a foul. Which one? It's going to be a foul on Edgar. That foul will go on. Did not see it on 14 for the Wildcats. Kendall Dillman in the right corner. Through the hands of Kendall slightly. We're tied at 18, 45 seconds to go in the first half. Off of Sarah Shaw's foot. Turns it over. Leah Davis quickly ahead. Into the front court. Borkhardt. Hosley. We're tied at 18, 35 seconds left. Nearly turned it over, and she double dribbled with it. Out to Hosley. Malia for 3. Got it! They're letting them play here tonight. A lot of physicality. 15 seconds left in the first half. 21-18 Wildcats. Sensor Osas with 4. In the lane, blocked. Ball's on the floor, still on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Assumption will have it with 3.5 seconds to go. As Malia Colo will check in. For Addie Vollert. 3.5 seconds left. Kendall Dillman inbound. Ayanara for 3, left wing. Too strong. And that will end our first half here in Marshfield. The Edgar Wildcats lead 21-18. 18 minutes in the books in the sectional semifinal from the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse in Marshfield. We'll take a break, come back, get your first half scoring and score updates from around the Selesky Sports Network. We'll be back to Marshfield right after this.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Why am I an orthopedic surgeon? It's a great question. It was nothing I planned. I actually am a Spanish major. Went back to school and became a physical therapist. That was okay, but I decided to go back to school and become the surgeon. I think the biggest thing when you're talking to the patient is if you can relate to them, number one. Number two is if you can teach them what the problem is. If you can teach them what the problem is, they're going to do fine. They're going to learn what it is, they're going to figure out how to fix it, and then they're going to adapt. There's days when things don't work out and things are harder than others, but clearly you're here for one reason and you're not here for you. You're here for the patient that comes in. Healthcare is kind of like going to the supper club in Wisconsin. You always feel like you need to travel to get a better Friday fish fry or to get the prime rib on Saturday, but really here we have everything under the same roof. We have everything within a hospital that, quite frankly, is rated in the top 2 hospitals in the state for joint replacements. We have hospitals coming to us to ask how we do joint replacements, how we solve the problem, how we get patients motivated and moving with very low risk and very low complication rates. And our outcomes are much better.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from
home furniture and design. Since 1970, in 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Need incentive to get started at Mid-State Technical College? 1, 2, 3 for free can save up to $900 on tuition. Start this summer if you'd like. No catches, no application fee or essays to write. 1, 2, 3 for free at Mid-State. Get started at mstc.edu.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Welcome back to Marshfield High School as we bring you first half scoring. First for the Assumption Royals. Sarah Shaw had 6. Ayanara had 2. Addie Vollert had 2. Kristen Casey had 2. Anna Scully had 4. And Malia Colo had 2. For the Edgar Wildcats, Malia Hosley had 3. That was the 3 right at the end of the half to put Edgar up. Regan Borkhardt had 4. Morgan Schnelly had 2. Leah Davis had 2 3-pointers. She's got 6. And Michaela Workus with 6. Get you some score updates from around the Selesky Sports Network at halftime in Osseo. It is the Neelsville Warriors 17, the Fall Creek Crickets 4 at halftime. Last score from Stevens Point at the Spash House, 32-20 Westfield over Auburndale. And then nearing half, Mosinee leads Lakeland 32-19. Again, just give you some background, or maybe not background. Here's halftime worthy as Marewood all-conference teams were announced yesterday or the day before. For the first team all-conference, Ayanara Sancerosas from Assumption. She was named Player of the Year, or Co-Player of the Year. Anna Marie Owie from Auburndale. Regan Borkhardt from Edgar. Allison Wolkach was the other Co-Player of the Year in the Marewood. From Marathon, Lauren Krause from Stratford rounded out the first team all-conference. Second team, Kayla Kirkman from Assumption, Ashlyn Grimm from Auburndale, Malia Hosley from Edgar, Michaela Workus from Edgar, Maggie Wolf from Newman. Honorable mention from these two teams, Malia Colo and Kristen Casey for Assumption, Leah Davis and Carlin Lipinski for Edgar. Ryan Klein, due to the fact that Assumption won conference, is the Coach of the Year. All defense team, Sarah Shaw from Assumption, Aaliyah Hamas from Auburndale, Morgan Schnelly from Edgar, Callie Prahota from Marathon, Lily Shields from Newman, and Allison Lindner from Stratford. As mentioned, tomorrow night, we've got boys regional semifinals. DC Everest is right here in Marshfield. Merrill is at Mosinee. Neelsville is at Fall Creek. Marcus Ann is at Iowa Scandinavia. Waiawega Fremont is at Stratford. Pacelli is at Newman. Gresham is at Columbus Catholic. And Spencer, who had a huge upset win over Almond Bancroft, is at Port Edwards. So those are our games tomorrow. And then depending on what happens tonight and then what happens tomorrow night will determine our schedule for Saturday afternoon and evening. We do not have a score update from Crandon. I'll try and see if we can find one between Wabino Leona and Three Lakes. We'll see if we can find one of those to bring you. If you're watching, I believe Crandon, though, is NFHS, so you'd have to pay to watch that game. Wabeno Leona and Three Lakes. But if you are watching that game and know that game's score, please pass it along to us, and we will gladly give you that information as we know it. So we'll check all those out, or we'll have all those for you at Zaleski Sports on Facebook and at ZaleskiSports.com. Paul Lecker here. Going to do a phenomenal write-up for us as we will have that for you all. So again, thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. Sectional semifinal girls basketball here on Zaleski Sports. We will take we'll take one more timeout here from Marshfield. We'll take a timeout, come back, get you ready for the second half right here on Zaleski Sports.
When you want to win games, you look for an expert. Here's two-time national champion, Coach Jack Bennett.
I may know a few things about basketball, but I'm a rookie when it comes to vehicles. I trust the team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers to call those shots. They're professionals. Remove the stress and anxiety of having your vehicle serviced or repaired.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Go with the winning team at Sherrill Tire and Service Centers.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and zero premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Give a big shout out to Butt Garage in Edgar. Loyal fans of Zaleski Sports, and we always appreciate the Butts from Edgar. And if Edgar, I believe they have marathon tomorrow. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they have to go to marathon tomorrow night. Maybe not, I might be wrong. But the Edgar Wildcat boys as well, they very good record again this year after going to state last year. And good job there by Coach Dave Huss from Edgar. We are underway here in the second half from the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse in Marshfield. 18 minutes will decide who moves on one step closer to the state tournament. Again, the winner of this one takes on Wabeno Leona or Three Lakes. Lipinski in the right corner. Back over to Schnelly. Starting five for both sides. Borkart on the left side. Hosley. Right side for Borkart. Down low to Lipinski in the right corner. Nothing really going yet for the Edgar Wildcats. 3-point Wildcats lead. Schnelly gets past Kirkman, kicks it out to Workus. Borkart back over to Schnelly, down low to Workus, finds a cutting Borkart and in. Regan Borkart's up to 6. Largest lead for the Wildcats, 5 here in the second half. Sensor Osas on the right wing. Gets all the way. Runner for INR, too strong. Rebounded by Workus. As you can tell, the first couple minutes of the second half are going to be very important, with the Royals trailing by 5. Top of the key, over to Borkart. Right side. Swings around to Schnelly. Lipinski skips it across, and Hosley comes down with it, finds Borkart in the lane. Kicks it out as there's a 3-second violation on Regan Borkart. Sarah Shaw will check in quickly with 16:25 to go in the ball game. There's a Youngworth inbound. And these two teams met twice this year Both of them going to Assumption, 37-33 in the last matchup. First one, 45-29 at Edgar back in December. Youngworth down to Colo, gets double teamed, kicks it back out to Youngworth, tried to one-hand catch it, and out of bounds. Another turnover by Assumption. Assumption does a great job forcing turnovers, and they are the ones turning it over here tonight. Anna Schooley checks back in for Assumption. Malia Hosley quickly into Carlin Lipinski. Tip there. Sarah Shaw comes away with it. Sarah on the right side got fouled and lays it in. Sarah Shaw up to 8 tonight. 3-point game. Hosley to Schnelly. Back out to Malia Hosley. Schnelly on the right wing. Swings it around to Carlin Lipinski. Off of Schnelly's, or through her hands. Malia Hosley on the right wing. Skips it down to Lipinski. Ball's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. Malia Hosley tries the no-look pass a lot. And that time went just through the hands of Carlin Lipinski. Sansi Rosas for Assumption. Leah Davis getting ready to check in. Ayanara picked up her dribble, big mistake. Kirkman back out to Ayanara. Assumption no three-pointers yet here tonight. Down low to Schooley. Sarah Shaw lets the three fly and got it. Talked her right into it. Sarah Shaw up to 11 for the freshman and almost turns it over. Or almost gets the turnover. Snelly down low to Borkart. Hands it off to Workus. Left it short. A lot of contact again. Ball's loose and just throws it up to Colo. Malia Colo takes it coast to coast. Picks up her dribble, spins. Sarah Shaw for three off the front of the rim. Chased down by Malia Colo. Royals reset. Ayanara in the corner for three and knocks it in. Ayanara for three. And the Royals lead by 3. Sansa Rosas to Shaw. Got it! Sarah Shaw in timeout, Edgar. 14:25 to go in the first half, or in the ball game. 28-23. Assumption full timeout. Back after this.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Student section led by Nick Lieberg and company. As the Assumption Royal faithful are coming out in full force tonight. As man, oh man, what a they do a great job dressing up in Wisconsin Rapids, just wearing their blues here tonight. Fleet Farm's hiring event is going on now. All locations are looking to hire, get competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and a 20% discount for you and your immediate family. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the apply online today, sorry. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Malia Hosley with it in the backcourt, working against Sarah Shaw. Morgan Snelly. Hosley all the way, Borkart steps through, and she's going to get fouled, and not much Hannah Schooley can do on that. She stood her ground, and Regan Borkart just went to the rim. Regan on the year, just 46% from the free throw line. Two free throws shot in that first half, and Regan's first one is good. Izzy Youngworth checks in for Malia Colo. Just the first foul here in the second half by both sides, or by either side. Regan's second one is up, and it is good. So 46% free throw shooter, hits both of them down, and she's got the 4 points in the second half for Edgar. 28-25 Assumption. Sarah Shaw over to San Rosas. Ayanara over to Sarah. Down low to Schooley. Schooley squares up, finds Sarah Shaw, left it short. Was fading away from the basket. Leah Davis picks up her dribble in the backcourt. Up ahead to Hosley, Snelly with it. Just able to cross the timeline, tipped out of bounds by Kristen Casey. That was good give and go cut by Shaw, Sarah Shaw was fading too far away from the basket with her momentum and just couldn't finish. Hosley at the mid-stripe. Back over to Leah Davis. Back over to Malia Hosley. A lot of defensive pressure put on right now by the Royals. Snelly on the left wing. Dribbles down low. And it's going to get, INR is going to get called for the foul with 13:23 to go in the ball game. Kayla Kirkman checks in. And Kendall Dillman checks in. INR's first of the game. Leah Davis to inbound. Finds Malia Hosley. Hosley through her legs, picks up her dribble. Over to Regan Borkart on the left elbow. Over to Snelly. She goes baseline, picks up her dribble. Back over to Borkart in the corner. Hosley on the right wing. Over to Borkart. Borkart all the way, throws it up there, left it short. And rebound going to be taken by Kristen Casey, and then she gets fouled by Regan Borkart. Regan was going to take that one to the rim no matter what on that drive. 13 minutes to go in the ball game. 3-point Assumption lead. Sansa Rosas gets the handoff. Euro steps through, can't get it to go through her hands and out of bounds. Design play for INR, she couldn't finish. And an quick empty possession for Assumption. Snelly with it. Across the near side for Hosley. Up ahead to Workus. Skips it across to Snelly. Pull-up jumper for Morgan is left way short. Rebounded by Kayla Kirkman. Kirkman up ahead to Dillman. Over to Sansa Rosas on the right wing. 12:25 to go. Assumption leads by 3. Sectional semifinal girls basketball in Division 5. Winner moves on to the sectional final on Saturday afternoon at at DC Everest against either Wabeno Leona or Three Lakes. Kirkman, Colo, Kristen Casey from the right elbow, can't get it to go. Kayla Kirkman went flying, and Kendall Dillman will get called for the foul. Leah Colo will check in with 12 minutes to go. Carlin Lipinski as well for the Edgar Wildcats. Kendall picks up her first. Hosley with it. Cross to Lipinski. Lipinski threw it away into the hands of Kristen Casey. Kristen takes it all the way. Bounce pass down to Dillman. Finishes! Kendall Dillman, her first bucket. Hosley quickly up ahead to Borkart. 5-point Royal lead. Leah Hosley with it. Skips the near side for Leah Davis. Back over to Lipinski. Back over to Davis. Lost control of it. Nice hands by Kayla Kirkman. Skips it all the way over to Lipinski. Nice shot by Malia Colo, closing out and chasing after. Ball's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, staying with Edgar with 11:10 to go in the ball game. Hawkins Ash CPAs is a certified public accounting firm that's big enough to serve you but small enough to care. Accounting professionals in the firm's Marshfield office provide local tax and accounting services and are backed with the resources and support of 9 other offices and more than 150 team members. Contact Hawkins Ash CPAs in Marshfield for all your tax and accounting needs. Visit them online at hawkinsash.cpa to learn more. Leah Hosley hit a three-pointer during that read. Sarah Shaw tries to answer back, and she does! The freshman having a huge night for the Royals. 33-28. Lipinski in the backcourt. Football pass up ahead to Workus. Orcus to Lipinski, right side for Hosley. Hands it off to Lipinski. Back over to Workus. Three-pointer for Regan, can't get it to go. For Borkart, rebounded by Kirkman. Up ahead to Eddie Vollert. Right side for Kirkman. Right side for Sarah Shaw. Down low to Kristen Casey. She gets triple teamed. Loose ball and threw it away. Snelly checks in as well as Alyssa Bauman. 10 minutes to go in the ball game. We've been pretty spot on with these stoppages. We had 12 minutes, now 10 minutes. 33-28, 10 minutes to go. Davis to Hosley in the backcourt. Snelly near side. And tipped there. Vollert up ahead to Sarah Shaw. Sarah jump stops and puts it in. Timeout. Coach McCarty will do the same. Royals lead by 7 with 9:43 to go in the ball game. 30-second timeout. Back after this.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Spectrum Benefit Solutions has offices located throughout Central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is a group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Hosley in the backcourt for Edgar. Down by 7 with 9.5 to go. Nearly turned it over again. Borkart on the baseline. Right side for Hosley. Schnelly. Got it tipped away by Schooley. Sarah Shaw on the right side. Right hand. And Sarah Shaw is up to 20 points. Shot 20 of the 37 for the Royals. All over the place is the freshman. 9-point lead intercepted by Youngworth. Up ahead to Shaw. Shaw down to Colo. Colo to Schooley. Youngworth to Schooley. And there's going to be a 3-second violation, I believe, on Malia Colo. Michaela Workus checks back in. 9 minutes to go. And Ayanara will check in as well for Izzy Youngworth. 8:56 to go. Royals lead by 9. Regan Borkart has been the only Regan Borkart and Malia Hosley have been the only Wildcats to score here in the second half. Schnelly goes baseline, throws off the knee of Borkart. Sansi Rosas up ahead. Sarah Shaw pull up and can't finish. Tipped around by Schooley. Ball's on the floor. And Sarah Shaw may have traveled with it. Yep. Yeah, she tried to pass it off to Anna Schooley, and she wasn't ready for it. And turned it over. Right here near us. I was ready for that one. Right in the reach here. 8.5 minutes to go. Carlin Lipinski checks back in. Kendall Dillman checks in. 37-28. Again, if you know a score for us from Wabeno Leona 3 Lakes, we greatly appreciated. Shout out to one of our biggest fans, Bryce Rasmussen, and that one's turned over. Brandon, Margaret, and Ross checking in as well. Let us know where you're watching from. Give you a shout out here. Zaleski Sports. Lipinski with it now for Edgar. There's not much that Kristen Casey can do as Carlin Lipinski ran right into her. That's a tough call, tough break for Kristen Casey. Malia Hosley crossed the timeline. 4th team foul here in the half for Assumption. Second one by Kristen Casey. Snelly almost traveled with it. Skips around to Lipinski on the right wing. Hosley near the Tiger at midcourt. Here at Marshfield Senior High. As Kristen Casey will pick up her 3rd foul. Wildcats, number 4 seed, will host DC Everest tomorrow night right here. Jason Zaleski on the call. I'll be in Port Edwards as the Blackhawks are able to host a regional semifinal after Spencer upset Almond Bancroft. Close to a 5-second call, intercepted by Ayanara. And a lot of contact again. And Carlin Lipinski left it short. A lot of contact. And we'll see who the foul is on. And Scully picks up her 2nd. Team foul number 6. So Michaela Workus will go to the line. Michaela Workus' first free throw is good. 67% on the year. 40 of 59 for the sophomore. Very talented sophomore. Basketball court on the volleyball court and very much so on the softball diamond. 37-30, Assumption on top with 7.5 minutes to go. Dillman picks up her dribble, sends Rosas in the corner. So the next foul will put Edgar in the bonus the rest of the game. It'll be Assumption basketball. No, it's going to be Edgar ball. Bobino Leona up big on 3 legs. Valerie checking in. Thank you for the update. 47-20. Bobino Leona made it to state in volleyball this year. Skips it across to Lipinski. Lipinski over to Borkhardt. Kicked by Kristen Casey. 7:06 to go. Sarah Shaw checks in for Kendall Dillman. Izzy Youngworth checks in for Kristen Casey. So Edgar in the bonus the rest of the ball game here with 7 minutes to go. Edgar has only committed 1 foul here in the second half. Michaela Workus, or daring her to shoot the basketball. Lipinski, top of the key over to Hosley. Coach Klein has not used a timeout yet. Hosley at the top of the key. Skips around to Snelly. Back over to Hosley. Carlin Lipinski, 6.5 minutes to go. Back over to Snelly. Down low, Borkhardt. Pull up, left it short, offense rebound, and she gets fouled. Regan Borkhardt back to the line. That was one big emphasis for Assumption, was giving up offensive rebounds. Anna Schooley's going to pick up her 3rd with 6:28 to go. Regan Borkhardt to the line for 2 free throws. First one for Regan is perfect. Malia Colo checks in. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Like a good neighbor, Carrie Van Ert, State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Get a free quote from Carrie on auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, short-term income protection, long-term income protection, as well as banking products. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Like a good neighbor, Carrie Van Ert, State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Find Carrie Van Ert State Farm on Facebook to get started today. 6-point Assumption lead, 37-31. Youngworth on the left wing. Finds Colo. Colo down to Schooley. Back over to Youngworth. And Coach Klein will take a 30-second timeout. We'll do the same. 6:05 to go in the ballgame. Royals lead by 6. You're watching sectional semifinal girls basketball in Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Follow your dreams, keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
See our guys from Edgar cheering on their Edgar girls basketball team. Good contingency of both fan bases here tonight, making the trip up to Marshfield. Trip down, I guess, from Edgar. Assumption leads by 6. 6 minutes to go in this ball game. Sarah Shaw is at 20 points for the Royals. Schooley finds Shaw in the lane. Good pass to Colo. Malia Colo for 2. She's got 4. She double dribbled, yep. Coach Klein was waiting for it. Again, you're watching Division 5 sectional semifinal girls basketball in Zaleski Sports. Steve Maves alongside Trevor Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, Ethan Lecker, and Matt Dickinson here from the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse on the beautiful campus of Marshfield Senior High. Youngworth on the right side to Schooley, to Colo. Colo spins into Schooley, into Youngworth. Back over to Ayanara. Sends Rosas into Schooley. Back over to Sarah Shaw. Sarah thought about it. Into Anna Schooley. Back over to Sensor Rosas. Ayanara for 3. Got it! Ayanara for 3! And the Royals lead by 11. With 5 minutes to go. Snelly over and back. Oh, they say it was tipped. Nonetheless, Schooley comes away with a steal. Poked out of bounds by Snelly. And Coach McCarty will take a timeout. Coach McCarty will take a timeout. So loud in this gym, the refs couldn't hear him. Full timeout, we'll do the same. 5 minutes to go. Royals lead by 11.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Taking a look inside the Assumption huddle as the Royals lead by 11. Get you some score updates from our Zaleski Sports Network here tonight. Westfield is up 57-26 on Auburndale. Neelsville is up 23-14 on Fall Creek. And Mosinee hanging on to a 50-44 lead against Lakeland up at Wausau West. That's where this game was supposed to take place. But because of the location change, Ayanara for 3! Ayanara! Sons de Rosas knocks it down! The Royals up by 14! Sons de Rosas! I don't know about a foul there. As bonus free throws incoming for as Morgan Snelly will head to the line for bonus free throws. As Coach Klein was yelling for Sarah Shaw, and then I think the official thought he was yelling at him, and I think gave him a warning with 4:45 to go in this ball game. H&S Manufacturing here in Marshfield is hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, then they need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out the open positions at H&S. Their benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, a $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earn a vacation from your very first day. They're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google them at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com. Schnelly came in at 59%. Royals lead by 12 with 4:30 to go. Royals with 4 timeouts remaining. Edgar with just 1. Schooley on the right side. Over to Malia Colo. Colo hands it off to Youngworth. So the winner of this one will take on Wabeno Leona. Sectional final from DC Everest on Saturday at 1 o'clock. There's a foul on Regan Borkart. Held the wrist of Anna Schooley. Izzy Youngworth will check in, or check out, excuse me. Maybe not. Just moving positions here. Spencer Rosas with a 12-point game, 4 minutes to go. Sectional semifinal from the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse in Marshfield. Sarah Shaw on the left wing. Shaw working on Schnelly. Back over to Ayanara. Ayanara's got 3 3-pointers here in the second half. There's a foul on Michaela Workus. That's going to be team foul number 3 on Edgar. See if we can get some more scores. The other one, Neilsville Fall Creek, just 5-point game with 3 minutes to go now. Colo over to Schooley. Schooley's looking for somebody behind her, and there was nobody there. Sarah Shaw with it. Back over to Ayanara. Sansi Rosas over to Sarah Shaw. Working against Schnelly. Back over to Malia Colo. Again, no rush for the Royals. They're up by 12 with 3.5 minutes to go. Left wing for Sarah Shaw. Back to Sansi Rosas. Just killing time. Sarah Shaw on the left wing. Back over to Anna Schooley. Again, no rush for the Royals. I think Coach McCarty's telling his girls to foul. There's like 3 fouls on one play. Sansi Rosas nearly got it poked away. Sarah Shaw over to Youngworth. Down to Schooley. Left-handed layup is good. Lulled them to sleep. And the Royals lead back up by 14. And Coach McCarty will take his 5th and final timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll be back to the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse here in Marshfield after this.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Premier Realty Group is the #1 selling real estate team in the Wisconsin Rapids area 3 years running. Every listing at Premier Realty Group includes 4K cinematic videos, professional photography, 3D Matterport virtual tours, and more. Nobody sells more homes than Premier Realty Group. Call 715-424-0000. That's 424-0000 today.
Welcome back to Marshfield as the Edgar Wildcats bench soaking up some water that was spilled. Thanks to our game day sponsors today. BAME Insurance, Chad's Auto, Lawn and Turf, Village Farm CBD, and Door Pro from Edgar. So again, Coach McCarty with no timeouts left. Coach Klein with 4 for Assumption if they're needed with 2:45 to go. Left side for Schnelly. Swings around to Leah Davis. Down to Regan Borkart. Squares up, goes baseline, pull-up jumper, left it short. Offense rebound by Borkart, up and in. Regan has 2 more. Now full court pressure being put on by the Wildcats. It's 1-2-2 full court press. And Ayanara gets fouled hard by Michaela Workus. That'll be team foul number 4. That's going to be her second. Youngworth inbounds it to Colo. Nearly tipped out of bounds. Youngworth over to Sarah Shaw. Shaw on the right side. Back over to over to San Cirosa, I should say. 2:10 to go. Royals lead by 12. Ionara, there's going to be a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Here from Village Farm in Edgar. At Village Farm, we are dedicated to providing you quality products at an affordable cost. We have 10 greenhouse facilities in which we grow our product. Our products are locally grown in central Wisconsin, processed and distributed for those who take pride in buying locally. Choose CBD. CBD lotions, American Wisconsin ginseng products, and more. Visit Village Farm in Edgar or on Facebook today. Again, we can't thank you all enough for tuning in here tonight. We locally might have 3 sectional finals for our 3 local teams. Down low to San Rosas. INR step back jumper, too strong. Rebounded by Borkart. Schooley goes to the ground. Davis up ahead to Workus. And intercepted by Colo. And Malia's fouled hard in the backcourt by Michaela Workus. Team foul number 5 with 2 minutes to go. As Addie Vollert and Kayla Kirkman check in. Final score from, man, oh man, how about this for a sectional final score? Oh, they're in a commercial right now. It was 28-18 with 2 minutes left. Neilsville up 10 against Fall Creek. They'll most likely take on Phillips, who was up by 6 on Ladysmith. And INR traveled with it along the bench area. 1:43 to go. Anna Schooley and Malia Kolo check back in. Couple better free throw shooters is Vollert and Youngworth. Get you a final score, I believe, from Spash here in just a moment. Leah Hosley down to Carlin Lipinski. 90 seconds to go here. Leah Davis for 3. Got it! The one player you can't leave open, Leah Davis, with 1:20 to go. Royals up by 9. Sarah Shaw getting bodied up. Finds Ionara. 1:15 remaining. Shaw down low to Schooley. And Anna will get fouled. It's going to be team foul number 6, so not shooting yet. So Westfield did beat Auburndale. Don't have a final score from that game. Mosney and Lakeland was a close one. Tied at 54 with 90 seconds to go. Again, get a couple better free throw shooters in there. Addie Vollert and Izzy Youngworth. 1:08 to go in the ball game. Youngworth in the corner. Getting bodied up, takes a couple of dribbles, and off the leg. As it'd be Assumption basketball, and Coach Klein was looking to take a timeout. 1:02 to go in the ball game. Again, score from Wausau West, 54-54 with 1:20 to go. Go keep it right here. Why not? Get you some scores from around the state as we have them. Again, 1:15 to go in Wausau. Lakeland 54, Mosinee 54. Westfield already beat Auburndale. Neilsville and Fall Creek in commercial break right now, but that was 28-18 with just a couple of minutes left in that game. Really not your stereotypical sectional final score, or sectional semifinal score, but you get to the second weekend and you never know what might happen. Under a minute to go, 29-21. 29-24 with 3 seconds left. Neelsville ahead. Assumption 2 timeouts remaining. 62 seconds to go here. Izzy Youngworth to inbound. Still looking. Fine, throws it away. Malia Kola will check in. Kristen Casey and Anna Schooley. Again, don't forget, Nationville Dairy postgame show coming up next. 3-point shooter Leah Davis checks in for Edgar. 62 seconds left. Royals lead by 9. Up ahead and throws it away. Right back to Assumption it goes. Royals will, the winner of this game will take on Wabeno Leona on Saturday. Wabeno Leona was up big on 3 Lakes. And INR will head to the free throw line. Real big second halves from Sarah Shaw and INR San Rosas. As Michaela Workus picks up her 4th. INR's first free throw is perfect. INR's got 10 here in the second half. Sarah Shaw's got 14 in the second half. San Rosas with 11 in the second half and 13 on the game. 50 seconds to go. Royals lead by 11. Top of the key for down low Workus. They'll give up layups all day as Michaela Workus lays it in. San Rosas gets fouled. Again, they will give up layups as long as keep hitting free throws. 34 seconds left. San Rosas hit massive free throws in the state tournament last year. Looking to extend her high school career here in Wisconsin. Wisconsin Rapids, I should say. Zionar's first free throw, nothing but net. And Nationville Dairy postgame show. We'll wrap this one up for us here in Marshfield. San Rosas second one left short. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Borkart. Hosley up ahead. Tipped away by Ainara, and she will dribble it out. And INR will get fouled by Malia Hosley. And that should all but punch the Assumption Royals ticket to the sectional final on Saturday afternoon, 1 o'clock tip-off from DC Everest High School in Schofield. INR's first one is no good. Missed again. Hands it off to Hosley, to Lipinski. 20 seconds to go. No real urgency from Edgar right now. Edgar down by 10. Turnaround jumper for Borkart is good. 5 seconds left, and the Assumption Royals will advance to the sectional final on Saturday afternoon with a 50-42 win over the Edgar Wildcats. Edgar's season comes to an end at 20-8 on the year. The Assumption Royals improved to 25-3 and will head to a sectional final on Saturday afternoon in Schofield. We'll have that game live, of course, for you on Celestia Sports. Nationville Dairy postgame show coming up next. Talk to Coach Klein, INR San Rosas, and Sarah Shaw. Back to Marshfield after this quick break.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse here on the campus of Marshfield High School as the Assumption Royals win in advance, heading to the sectional final on Saturday against most likely Wabeno Leona, joined now by Assumption head coach Ryan Klein. Coach, we knew it was going to be a barn burner. It was going to be a physical game. Just talk about the game first off.
Well, I mean, I think it's only an 8-point game, and the number of easy baskets that we got off of the efforts of these two young ladies that you're going to be talking to was a huge, that was a huge imprint on the game right there. Obviously it takes the whole squad, and our ladies are diverse. You don't know where it's coming from. It makes it hard as a coach. I tell you what, it's tough to figure out who you want on the floor, but it's a good team win.
And just talk about obviously we've talked to you a lot this year. We've talked to the team a lot this year. Defense has been a staple all year long. Second half defensive pressure really picked up a lot to help you get this win.
Yeah, I talked to the girls. I watch us warm up, and we warmed up flat. And that's at this point in the season, you can't be doing that. That's bogus. So I know we got a game on Saturday. I probably don't want to run them. It might be their last practice of their career, but I don't know. God bless them. I love them to death.
All right, thanks, Coach. See you Saturday. We'll bring in Sarah Shaw and Ayanara Sansa-Rosas here. Sarah, obviously a big game. Obviously, it's playoff time this time of the year. You had 20 points tonight, 14 in the second half. What was working for you in the second half?
My shots were starting to fall, and my teammates were getting me the ball. So.
I talked a lot about it, Coach. Everybody talks about how good your defense is, the team defense. Just talk about how much that has grown this year for you on the court.
Yeah, I like playing with her up here in the front, getting some steals and making some layups.
And just talk about playing with a senior like Ayanara, learning from her, being your first year, obviously, on varsity. Just how much does it help you to now grow throughout your career playing with a player like Ayanara?
Yeah, she's a good leader. I don't know. It's fun to play with her.
We'll bring in Ayanara then. All right. Ayanara, obviously, down at halftime, able to come back and get a third win of the year against a very good Edgar team. Just talk about the halftime message from Coach Klein and Coach Zeglinski and Coach Nelson to come out and get the win in the second half.
Well, we just needed to have a good team effort, and I think we did. And then, showed on the defensive side, I think we did pretty good. And, that's what...
I may have jinxed you shooting free throws at the end because I said something like she hit some big free throws in the state tournament last year, and then you hit 2, and then you miss your next 2. Just talk about stepping up to the line for your first 2 free throws and really sealing the deal.
Well, I knew I needed to make them to make the space longer and bigger, and I don't know, my team it was a good team effort. That's it.
Survive and advance sectional final on Saturday. How good does it feel to continue your senior year?
Well, it feels pretty good, and happy to get to play with Sarah and all the team, freshmen, sophomore, juniors. I don't know, they are a good team to be around.
All right, we're gonna put both of you in the house at the same time, all right?
What are we saying? We are Sarah in the house.
Ready? How you doing? 3, 2, 1.
We are Inara and Sarah. We're in the house.
Thanks, girls. Congratulations. All right, with that, we're going to sign things off here from the Chips Hamburger Fieldhouse in Marshfield. The Assumption Royals win in advance 50-42 over the Edgar Wildcats, and will play on Saturday afternoon at DC Evers High School against Wabeno Leona. For Trevor Zaleski, Ethan Lecker, Matt Dickinson, Jason Zaleski, this is Steve May signing off. Have a great night, everyone. 8 games tomorrow. Check them all out at Zaleski Sports. Have a good night, everyone.